Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. Now today I'm going to be doing some attempted landings in Arena Commander. Now when I tested this feature before, it was completely broken. Now, well, you're going to see that it's still pretty buggy, but you're going to see that you are able to land, but expect to see some bugs and glitches. Also, this week sees the anniversary ship sale, so we may talk about that a little bit later on. Anyway, let's get into trying to land my Hornet. Well, first of all, there's some evidence of a previous unsuccessful landing attempt. The remains of my Hornet, which hasn't desynced. Well, it has now. You're going to see a few of these bugs and glitches along the way, because really the landing feature of Arena Commander isn't a priority at the moment. It does work, but you will see bugs and glitches. Now, I believe Foundry 42 is actually working on the landing mechanics for Squadron 42, the single player part of Star Citizen. So possibly once they've finished their work on that, maybe that system is going to be implemented into Arena Commander. Anyway, here we come down in my Hornet. The gears come down nicely, and we were having problems with that in previous versions of Arena Commander. I nearly tipped on my engine there, but I'm pretty much safely down. Now, hopefully I can exit the canopy. And here we go. If I can get out, I'm a little bit stiff today. Yeah, here we go, down the ladder. And onto the landing pad surface. So there's my Hornet, looking very nice. And in fact, as I bump into the weapon on the side there, it gives you an idea how large that weapon is. That looks very nice. No damage. And landing has been completed successfully. Now there are a few little things to be aware of on the landing pad. If you get too far away from the ship, your magnetic boots will start to kick in. And you'll be sort of like walking as if you're in treacle. You'll see some of that later on. Anyway, let's get back into the ship and maybe I'll be able to take off safely. Oh, stand by for liftoff. Close the canopy. And away we... oh, not quite. Unfortunately, there is a bug which you will see prevalent in this video, where you go into reverse and basically end up destroying yourself. Anyway, here's the M50, the beautiful M50 coming into land. Now this is a wonderful looking ship, as we already know. Now, I've never tried landing this one before, so this is my first time. Hopefully we'll see the gear come down any second soon. Now, the actual landing system is done on a proximity system. Basically, as you get down to a solid object, your landing gear comes out automatically. Now, obviously, as I said earlier, there will be a proper landing system in the game at a later date. Oops, bit of a hard landing there, but I'm down successfully. Let's just see if I can exit the ship properly and safely. There we go, the M50 looking lovely and wonderful on the pad. Looks like we're in for a successful exit here. Down the ladder we go. and onto the surface. So that's the M50, which has matched the ability of the Hornet to land. And it looks pretty much intact. Anyway, let's see if we can take off again. Now, I do expect the bug where we go into reverse, but bearing in mind, I'm using the X55, so it's possible it's to do with the that HOTAS. Luckily for me, the M50 is a lot smaller, so it actually took off backwards and went through the gap on the landing pad. So next up for some happy landings is the 300i. Now we've approached the pad in the same way, and hopefully we'll descend safely. So let's go down, look for the gear coming out. Unfortunately, the gear did come out, but so did my rear end. I think we'll put that one down to pilot error. Anyway, at least we've got some damage states on display. And I thought this wasn't going to be a damage states video. There we go. Anyway, perhaps we'll try that again. First, let's try getting out the 300i. Unfortunately, this is where we're going to need Mark Albert, the bug smasher. Because I've fallen through the floor here and I've been killed by the 300i basically. So that's a bug which will have to be smashed at some point. Anyway, we've attempted to land again and only a little bit more successful. At least we've not lost our rear end, just a little bit of damage to the front. Anyway, let's see if I can get past that glitch. And no, I've hit the same glitch, the same bug here, but this time I've not been killed by the 300i. So I'm down on the landing pad safely, but a little bit unconventionally. Anyway, let's have a quick look round. So we got the 300i down on all three landing gear, but just with a little bit of damage to the front nose there. It was a little bit harder to handle, the 300i, so but I'll take the blame for pilot error. Now we're on the edge of the pad here, so my magnetic boots have kicked in, and once you get this far out, it's like walking through treacle, as we can see now. I'm not absolutely sure that's the correct animation, but that's an idea of what will happen when you've got some magnetic boots on. Anyway, let's try and see if we can get back in the 300i. We got out through the floor, but unfortunately we've just been killed. It's death by ladder. So that's another bug there. Anyway, we're now with the 325A. So will the 325A experience the same bug as its 300i cousin? Anyway, we're coming down now. Hopefully the landing gear's coming down. All seems pretty fine. Stand by for touchdown. Down we come slowly. One wheel's in the air. See if I can correct that. And I think we're coming down. A little bit of a bang, but there's no damage this time as far as I can see. Now the big question is, am I going to be able to get out the 325A without falling through the floor? So let's try that. Keep your fingers crossed as I walk across the invisible door. But it seems to be absent from the 325A. So that's maybe a unique bug to the 300i. We've still got a little bit of a glitches with the third person mode in the ships there. As we look at, see me in there from outside. Hopefully we should exit okay. Oops, I've jumped out. But we'll try that again and see if we can get down the ladder. Here we go, down the ladder. We slide down. So that's pretty good. That worked pretty good. So that's a better result for the 325A than the 300i. And it's looking really nice on the landing pad. In fact, this is a good situation to actually bring breaking news, that the entire 300 series will be available to test for everyone for a week in Arena Commander. So looks like I'll be trying the 315p out, doing some landing in another video, and maybe some damage states as well. Anyway, let's stand by for takeoff. Oops. Unfortunately, not only did I expect the reverse bug, unfortunately the doors do not shut automatically for takeoff. So you're trying to take off with the ladders out, which is a little bit difficult. So I'm afraid the 325A fails the takeoff test here. I do manage to roll forward, but with rather unpleasant and disastrous results. Right, now it's the turn of the Aurora. So the Aurora is one tough little ship, and eventually I'm going to go back and do another damage states video on the Aurora, because the damage states on that ship are really impressive. It's so tough. Anyway, we're coming down now. Any minute we might see the landing gear come out. Here we go. Landing gears deployed. Touchdown seems to be okay. And no damage I can see there. Seems to be fine. So that's a good result for the Aurora. Now let's see if I can exit the ship. Unfortunately, I pressed the wrong use button there, and I'm back in the pilot seat. User error. But unfortunately, on powering up the Aurora, we're going to have the reverse bug. But because the Aurora is such a tough ship, it's actually survived going into the reverse, into the side of the landing pad. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of damage, but that's nothing. The Aurora can really take a pounding. So I should be able to fly off and attempt to land again. So here we are again. We should be able to land the Aurora. Just took a little bit of damage to the wing there. Or is it a wing? I'm not sure the Aurora really... That is a wing. Not much of a wing. Fuselage, I should say. So down we go with the landing gear. If we come down a little bit more, we should be there. And once we're down, we'll see if I can exit the Aurora properly this time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little look at landing the ships. Of course, it's all very much work in progress, and I think the landing systems are going to be overhauled quite considerably before we really have to land properly in the game. Anyway, it's quite enjoyable, worth trying yourself, and let me know how you get on. But just as I'm finishing this video now, I've just heard word that the anniversary sale is on. So I'm trying to grip my wallet because I'm going to be really tempted. So let's have a look at news of the anniversary sale. Just as I was finishing the video, news of the Star Citizen anniversary sale came through. And on the RSI website, the sale is now in full swing. Basically, this commemorates the ending of the original crowdfunding campaign, so it's called the anniversary sale. And basically there's a lot of ships on offer which haven't been on sale since then. Now, none of them come with LTI, but they do come with a generous 2 years insurance. There's ships like the Super Hornet, the Freelancer Misk, the Banu Merchantman, the Starfarer, Caterpillar, amongst others. So if you're after a ship which you've missed out on, now is the time to go and grab it. Now, the sale runs through to the 1st of December, but on the 28th of November there is a special event. Basically, a civilian version of the Javelin destroyer goes on sale in very limited numbers, 200 to be precise. And now this is quite a high price, but remember, all these ships will help to fund the ongoing development of, well, we already know, of a super ambitious game. Now basically there's going to be 200 Javelins available, and they're going to be stripped down versions of the military Javelin. And what it's going to also enable is that RSI, CIG are going to make also 5,000 Aurora packages available for $20. So that's going to be an incredible good deal for new backers. Obviously you'd have to spend money on Arena Commander Pass for say $5, but it is really good value. So there's going to be 5,000 new lucky Star Citizens. Also on the 28th, the next concept sale starts as well. Now that's for the Carrack, which is this exploration ship, and that's on sale from the 28th. So that will come, like the Javelin, with LTI. So there's a lot of ships on offer. I must admit my wallet is twitching. I may well have to melt some of the ships I've got to afford some of the ones I really wanted to get in the first place. So exciting times if you're into buying some ships. And remember, you don't have to buy. You can start off, say, with a basic Aurora, and when we get the persistent universe, all these ships will be there to earn in-game. Anyway, other news on the RSI website relates to, well, the injury mechanic for first-person combat in space. Because we know we're getting the FPS module sometime in the new year, but also obviously in the full persistent universe there's going to be a full FPS mechanic in place. But in the article on the RSI website it goes into detail about the damage systems well, for your character when you're in first person combat, and it really is very interesting. Now, I've played a lot of first person shooters in my time, and this is going to be pretty revolutionary. So anyway, have a look at that article, read it in detail, and then you'll see what I mean. Now finally, I recently watched a very interesting video on YouTube by Sergeant STAKUS. He interviewed Erin at PAX Australia, and in the interview Erin goes into real detail on Squadron 42, and after watching that interview I was totally blown away by how much detail and how immense the single player game for Star Citizen Squadron 42 is going to be. So I'm going to leave a link in the description, and obviously paste a link into the video when I've finished editing, and I really recommend watching that if you haven't seen it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching once again, and please remember to click the like button if you like the video, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. That would mean a lot to me as well. So wherever you're watching out in that big universe, you take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.